Hello and welcome to the Saintly Sounder, your source for all things FIFA. Today I'm going to be riding my Lamborghini through... Oh wait, no. I'm going to be opening 50... No, I don't have the coins for that. I'm going to be screaming at the No, not quite. Actually, today's theme is corner kicks. I want to make you better FIFA players, believe it or not. The tips I'm going to give, they're quite wordy, but they will help you to the tune of about a goal every other game from corners. Squad selection is one of the most important things you need to take into consideration when trying to take advantage of corners. I like at least one striker who is 6'1" with plus jumping or plus strength, preferably both, and a corner kick taker who has at least 80 shot accuracy, power, curve, crossing, and free kick accuracy. Obviously, I like to err on the side of more shot power and more jumping, more strength. And you can also substitute that striker for a really good defender in the air like a Company. I wouldn't recommend it though. I don't have half as much success as I do when I use a big striker. So to start with the most basic tactics, press down on the D-pad to bring up the corner kick tactics menu and select either crowd the keeper or run near post. This has the added benefit of really attacking players who like to rush their keeper, because when you choose these two options, the keeper won't get it if you do it right, which is great. Use left stick to aim closer to the keeper and use two and a half bars of power. This really depends on the free kick taker. I prefer more power, but you really need to work on it to get it down right. Here, Emenike is going to get his head on it after I select the run near post option here. It's an undefendable free kick, and it's absolutely immense. So you say you got that down, you want a little more. Alright, I'm going to introduce something I'm calling the read option. The first part of this, you use left trigger to call for a short corner. If you do it right away, the player will glitch over there, so you have more time and space. If your opponent gets there quickly, is a good defender, or brings two guys, use the basic tactics I already covered and just whip it in. You now have more space, and normally their best defender went out to mark the short corner, so you actually have a better chance of getting headers when using the basic tactics. Here, as you can see, I'm a little late calling the short corner. That's okay. You don't always need to just glitch him over there, but as you can see, he's got it marked down pretty tight. So I just call for a near post cross, and Sheringham's going to get the header there. So what you're really doing is you're forcing your opponent to react to two different things, the short corner and the near post call, which is deadly. Alright, so next is the high percentage goals. This tip is going to get you a lot more points. So do everything I just said, but if your opponent is slow to come out or a bad defender, just play it short. If you think you can skill by them, go for it. Just start making your way down the end line, getting closer to your opponent's goal. When pressured, play across. I find left bumper X still to be a little bit more effective. And now that you're closer, it's a more high percentage opportunity. And if you get close enough, you can play a ground cross, which is triple tap X, or a hard A pass, which is basically just a square ball. These are going to get you goals in the 80% range. If your opponent lets you get down to that end line, you're going to score very often. It's ridiculous how easy it is if your opponent doesn't immediately mark the short corner. As you're going to see here, my opponent is really slow to react. Matter of fact, he barely moves at all. And Chiellini, who's by no means a good crosser, is allowed to get about 12 yards away. And Shevchenko's able to put it in. This is just so effective. And when you have nifty dribblers who get called out for these short corners, it becomes insanely easy to essentially just walk it into the goal. If you wait long enough for the keeper to charge, you're also going to get a PK. There's just so many options if your opponent lets you get to that end line. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully this has made you better corner kick takers and going to help you win games. If you found this at all interesting or helpful, like and subscribe. If you're still having issues, I can help you in the comments. You can also follow at the Red Death 329. Until next time, thanks.